Namaste and welcome again for another Bharatanatyam class. Today we will introduce the word of Hasta Mudra, starting with the very meaning of the word, with this Hasta Mudra. Hasta in Sanskrit means hand, and Mudra means sigil, with the meaning of hand gestures. And behind every hand gesture there is one or more meanings, usually many more. So let's try together a few of those. If we take all of our fingers together, and the thumb too, no crazy thumbs, and the mudra is very strong, it's never a zombie, it's always pretty alive. And I ask you also to release the shoulder and open the elbow on the side so that you have a beautiful bending of your wrist. So this mudra is called Pataka. Pataka means flag. But as we said before, behind every mudra there are many meanings. So imagine it, just for this mudra we have 42 meanings. We're not going to go through all of them today, but just to try. This is Pataka. Now we try another one. We take our first finger, index finger, and close all other fingers. Always remember, release your shoulder and open the elbows on the side. And air conditioning on your armpits. This is called Suchi, not sushi, but Suchi. Suchi means needle. But again, also for this one we have many meanings. Let's try a couple of those. We have, for instance, 1. We have 100. We have the universe. We have you, me, loneliness. So, depending on how do you use the mudra, connected with your facial expression, this is called Abhinaya, which is the art of bringing the meaning of the song through the dance, through the theater dance. So, depending on how do you use the mudra and the combination of other mudras, you have a very wide and beautiful vocabulary. This is important because Indian classical dance is not just dance, it is, more importantly, a theater dance. So, the idea behind Indian classical dance is that the dancer is also an actor. And its ability is to bring the meaning of the poetry or the song or the specific mood of the music through the body, through the language of the hands and eyes and facial expression. So after this introduction, we can try to go through all the series of Hasta Mudras, starting with the series of Asamyukta Hasta. So, what does it mean? Hasta, we've seen, means hand in Sanskrit. Asamyukta, Sanskrit is a language where every word is connected to each other. So, A means none. Samyukta means joined together, and yukta is the same root of yuj, from which comes yoga. It means union, bringing together. Sam means together too. So asamyukta means hands, asamyukta hasta means hands which are not joined. So is single hand gestures. Let's try them together. For this exercise, I'm just gonna go through all the series of Asamyutta Hasta, and I ask you to try, after I sing the name of the mudra, if you can just try doing the mudra and singing too. And don't mind about the meanings or the perfect pronunciation, just for now. It's just a way for you to start practicing and connecting hands and language. So we will start together. Even though they are Asamyutta Hasta, so meaning single hand gestures, we will use both hands, but they're gonna do the same, like in a specular movement. So the first one, with all our fingers together, is called Pataka. And as we said before, means flag. So I'm gonna sing, and then I'm gonna ask you to repeat. Pataka. Then we change, switching, just this little finger, ringy finger, bending, needs a little bit of practice. Tripatako. Change again. Ardha Pataka. And switch. Kartari Mukha. Scissors. The peacock. Mayurakyo. Hardha Chandrascha. This is half moon. Arala. Shukatundakaha. Yeah, this is very difficult. Needs practice. Everything comes with practice. Mushtisha. Shikarakesha. Kapita. Yeah, you're bringing your first finger on top of your thumb, which is straight, and all other fingers are down. Yeah, Kapita. Kataka Mukha. So for this mudra we have three variations. The first one is your thumb, first finger, second finger together, and the rest, so the pinky and the ringy finger, are straight up, like two antennas. And same thing on the other side. Always remember your mudra is in front of your heart, at the center of your chest, and mudras are not touching, but there is some distance and some connection. So they're not one on top or one is down, they're completely specular. Remember, as we said in the beginning, to release the shoulders and open the elbows on the side. At the beginning, this wrist bending might be kind of weird, but again, it just needs a little bit of practice. The mudra is in front of your chest, in front of your heart, where communication grows, where communication happens. But it's not attached to your chest. The mudra is not yours. It's not too much in front of the audience, so it's not anyone's. It's just in the center, where communication should be. So again, Kataka Mukha mudra, it has three variations. The first one, then the second one is again a little, your thumb is straight and you're gonna create a little hat on top of it, and the same thing with with the second finger, and then the rest of the fingers is down. So it's like Kapita, but with two fingers. Same thing on the other side. So this again is Kataka Mukha. I ask you to try to repeat. Don't mind if it's wrong, if you're saying it wrong, you just try. The third variation, again, little hat on top of your thumb, and then just release the second finger, the medium finger, down, at the center of your palm. And this is what happens, that the ring finger is this way and the pinky finger is up. Yeah. This is usually used to represent the female goddess, which is very, as in a female world, everything is pretty complicated. So this mudra is lovely but complicated. So you just try on the other side. And again, Kataka Mukha. So now we have the needle. Suchi Chandrakala. This is the first moon we see in the sky after the dark moon. Padma Kosha. There's a little bit of space. Padma is the lotus. This is a blooming lotus, just bloomed. Now we have the snake. So it's like pataka, but you bend the first part of your fingers so that you create a hoodie snake. Sharpa Shirastata Mriga Shirsha. Yeah, these fingers are straight, and then you have the thumb and the pinky up. It's the deer's face. Now this one, not very difficult. Simha Mukha. Simha is the lion. Mukha means face. So these are lions, but it's also used to represent any kind of animal, depending on the meaning of the song. So now bend your ringy finger and bringing all of other fingers kind of together, and then the same thing on the other side. And these are the tail of the animals. Kangula. And now a fully bloomed lotus. Alapadmakaha. For this fully bloomed lotus, try to extend and create space between each and every finger. And don't close the wrists, but try to have a straight line from your elbow to your medium finger. Yeah? So it's like a flower which is fully bloomed, beautiful, Alapadma. So now bend your fingers and bring the thumb on the inside. And now release the pinky so that you have this mudra. This is called Chatura. Chaturo. Now bend your first finger and bringing the thumb and the medium finger like this. Same thing on the other side. And these are the bees. Brahmaris Cheva. Now just the thumb and the first finger and spread all other fingers. This is the swan. Hamsasyo. And now again, bending all of your fingers, just bringing up the pinky, and the thumb is connected on the side of your first finger. Same thing on the other side. These are the wings of the swan. Hamsa Pakshakaha. Very nice. Now all of your fingers, they're opening and closing together. And it's like something when you've done something wrong, or maybe if you are afraid of something, yeah? Something is like, oh, inside, yeah? This is called Samdamso. Samdamso. Now, all together, this is when the flower are not bloomed. So all the petals are together. Mukulas cheva. Now create a hook with your first finger. Tamrachuda. And then a trident. So 3 fingers together and up. Trishulakaha. Yeah, very nice, thank you. These were all the Asamyukta Hasta. I ask you to try a couple of times more if you can, and maybe you can practice a little bit so that you can create a little bit more of fluidity. At the beginning, the fingers are not very helpful, but as I said, it comes with practice. So next class, we will see the Samyukta Hasta. What does it mean? Asamyukta Hasta means hands which are not joined. Samyukta Hasta means hands which are joined. So it's going to be hand gestures created with both of your hands together. Thank you again. Have a nice practice. Namaste.